Shall I start? Good morning. My topic is effect of online education on refractive status of school children after COVID-19 home quarantine. We all know that too much of near work and less outdoor activities actually predisposes kids to higher amount of myopia. But during the pandemic, the e-learning was the only option that was available for our school-going kids. And should I start again? Please put the timer, no? Ah, okay. So I'll be talking on effect of online education on refractive status of school children after COVID-19 home quarantine. We all know that too much of near work and less outdoor activities predisposes kids to higher amount of myopia. But during the pandemic, e-learning was the only option that was available for our school-going kids. Desk One study has reported that there was a remarkable increase in digital device use from 1.9 hours to 3.9 hours. With this background in mind, we started to investigate the effect of online classes on refractive status of children after COVID-19 home quarantine. Our methodology was a questionnaire-based cross-sectional study. Google Forms were posted in WhatsApp groups of classes 1 to 10. The parents were asked to take the survey between August to September 2021, during which time e-learning was going on. The questionnaire consisted of 3 parts: demography, part 2, use and awareness of digital device, and part 3, about the use of glasses. Statistical analysis was done using Microsoft Access and SPSS software. Our results show 376 parents took the survey, and out of them 72% respondents were parents of classes 6 to 10. And the chart below is showing all the data that we retrieved from our survey. Boy-girl ratio was 54% versus 45%. 43% kids belong to the age group 10 to 14 years. And what was relatively different from the previous studies were that in our case, 87% of the kids were using mobile phone for attending online classes. When we inquired about the hours of usage, 59.4% patients were using mobile phone for 4 to 6 hours. When we consider the refractive status in the junior classes 1 to 5, pre-COVID glass users were 2.9%, which increased to 6% post-COVID. In classes 6 to 10, 7.6% glass users increased to 12.3%, and both these are statistically significant. When we inquired about the awareness of parents about digital eye strain, they told that 43% of the kids were experiencing digital eye strain. 53% parents were aware of digital eye strain, but surprisingly, only 25% of the parents were actually doing device restriction on the kids. What we already know from the previous studies is that myopia is increased, digital eye strain is increased on too much of visual display terminal use. What our study adds is 53% parents are aware of harmful effect of digital device. 57.4% parents actually do not restrict their kids from too much use of digital device. Another 56% parents have never read about digital eye strain. We have certain limitations since this was a questionnaire-based study, so there can be possibility of recall bias. So we strongly recommend that digital eye strain should be included in the curriculum of classes 3 to 5, especially in the environmental studies book or in the social science subject. Screen use do's and don'ts should be taught in school for primary section so that it can give rise to a parent's awareness. Thus, we conclude that parents of school children are largely ignorant of digital device use, so print media and textbook can play a key role in bridging the gap. Thank you very much.
Okay, doctor, good study. This questionnaire has been sent to the parents or to the children? Question.
The survey was taken up by the parents. The parents have answered the Google Forms.
Then how parents will assess the myopia, or what is the power, or how they?
The glass use was asked whether their kids already were using glasses prior to the myopia, or then whether before now, when the survey was done in 2021, whether now your kids are wearing glasses or not. And if they are wearing, what power of glasses are your kids wearing?
Okay, okay, good.
And one more thing I wanted to ask you was, uh, you said that about 53% of parents were not restricting their
Yes,
children
yes,
from
yes.
device use,
Yes.
from screen time.
Correct.
So, did you do anything about that? I mean, did you advise the parents regarding that in your study?
Yes, in our survey only, at the end of the survey, we had given a directions or recommendations for mobile use in that Google form itself, so that parents can just at least go through it and know little bit about how not to tell too much kids should not be using digital device. That is the only thing we did
Yes,
actually.
but I know we all say that they should not be using, but the fact of the matter is that parents themselves very often hand over
Correct, correct.
mobiles
I
to children
totally agree.
just to
Yes.
keep them busy so
Yes,
that
yes,
they are not disturbed.
so that we parents can do our own works and let the kids be.
Exactly, because we all see it in our own homes, I think.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I think this is a very relevant poster. It carries a lot of meaning, especially now post-COVID.
That's
So
what.
thank
Yeah.
you, Hemanti. Any
Thank
other